Hello. It's been a while. I think somewhere I saw that. I'm not supposed to say that. Anyways, um, yeah. So I got some questions via email, and from a gentleman known as Tim. We'll leave it at that. We know Tim. Tim's around the Let Him Dare community, so. Tim sent me some questions. I forwarded to the group, and I have not checked to see if anyone's answered his questions yet. So, but they're very good questions, and the answers are very depressing. So I thought it would be time to answer some questions. I got some time to kill. I'm just kind of reading stuff and planning and thinking and stuff. So, okay, on to the questions. Okay, big projects. Obviously, they're more risky than smaller ones. What about working on one big project and smaller projects? What issues, management, focus, otherwise might appear here? Focus? Holy crap. It certainly depends on the person. But I know personally, I have a hard time, doing too many things at once. That's why I prioritize and do what needs to be done first, because I can. Although, admittedly, it would be nice to sometimes just drop whatever and do something else. I've been thinking about that. At least I thought about this for a day or so. That it would be nice to do something else between or while I'm working on my new game. But then I realized I'm not far enough in the new game, so just gotta suck it up and get to work. And that's probably one of the hardest things is just convincing yourself to suck it up and just get to work. But it works. I've made like some awesome progress the past couple days. Well, today, yesterday, and I plan to get back to more. But yeah, focus is a pain in the butt. Yeah. Management, I don't know. I got nothing to say on management. It's just me. If I don't succeed, then I gotta get a real job again. Yeah, okay, that's enough on that. Indie financial risk. Okay, this is probably my primary interest since I want to be with debt and bills. Do you guys have debts? Yeah, we have debts. Ish. Well, depends. I'm in a weird situation. I'll leave it at that. But I'm pretty much betting everything on this next project of mine. So if this doesn't work out, we'll have a comfortable amount of money that needs to be replaced by contract work and possibly a day job. But we'll see. Let's see. What is done to prevent or alleviate these situations? Contract work is the main way to solve financial problems. Or luck is pretty good too. Yeah. How unreasonable is it to expect to earn $1,500 a month averaged out for the first year as an indie? Extremely unreasonable, I will say. At least in my case, it took me 3 years before I started earning any money. So I was draining savings like a madman. I blew $10K on art assets for a game that never shipped. So yeah, I would say expecting $1,500 a month in your first year, maybe your first 2 years, probably unreasonable. If anything, you almost want to expect your first game to flop entirely. So if you do this thing, this indie kind of thing, you're if you're really serious about it, you're entering it for the long term. So you basically need to get in there and fail as soon as possible to figure out how to do better. In a sense of the word, Smiles is a failure, financial failure, let's say. Like as a game, it's done mediocre at best. Actually, if anything, it's done. Well, okay, there's a fantastic chart that's going around right now. That describes the average iPhone success, basically. And it shows how people have done for the entire lifetime of a project and how people have done through the entire, or just over a year or so. And it shows that I think it's either 70% or 80%. It's basically a very small percentage actually earn anything near a reasonable amount of income to make a living from. Let's say I don't know, it's either the 80% or the 90% or the 75% earn, like, say, 30K over the entire lifetime of a project after it's been out for, say, 3 years. and that is not a lot. No, you can't make a living from that. So making money is unreasonable, I will say. But it's, at least I know it's for me, it's a long-term thing because, as I said, it took me 3 years before I made any money. And, well, let's see, it was 3 years making no money, basically wasting money. 4 months on a project, shipped it, and that's been, well, it's been positive income instead of negative income. I'm still spending a little more than I should, but long term, the hope is that I've been able to take away everything I've done and do something that earns me more money, earns me that comfort level of money from a new project. So I don't know. It's financial risk. Hell yeah, I would not expect this to work for very many people. I think I don't know if it's a sad thing, but you're gonna have to do this indie thing for a while to figure out how to do it properly, because, and the other fun thing too is everything changes every few years. Although I suspect there's a bit of stability coming in, like, well, I wouldn't even say that, consoles are starting to turn into like crazy zones of like, you can't get in the first place. But online is popular. A lot of people like online. If you can figure out how to do something good online, or, suck it up and use HTML, or suck it up and use Java, and make something cool, you might learn how to make decent money on a smaller budget. But budgets are going up, people are realizing stuff is working, and the people with money will attack markets. So I don't know, I have no good advice. If anything, I want you to be afraid, deathly afraid of going indie, because if you're not, then you're doing it wrong. Let's see, anything else? Is it possible to sustain $1,500 a month living expenses? No, it's not. There are business expenses as well. $1,500. If your rent's $800, and you manage to keep your eating and everything down to like another $700-ish a month, you still don't have. This still does not include business expenses. Like, you still have to cover like costs to get into app stores, costs for hardware, computer failures, redundancy of data, web hosting. Depending on how you work, you just need money. And I don't know. I really don't think it's not safe. You can get lucky, which is why we recommend do what you can with a job, because it's hard, and it does get a little easier when you ditch the day job, but it basically, you're no longer stable. Maybe that's the kick in the pants you need to get something done, but there's art to worry about. I don't know. I got no easy answers for this. If I had an easy answer, I'd be making big bucks. But instead, I'm making bucks, not big bucks. I am earning money, but I am not. Well, let's see. I'm still spending more than I'm earning. I'll put it simply as that. But I've been doing this long enough that I hope that I'm close.